Penang is known as the Pearl of the Orient because this little island is equipped with all the things that you can find to make it an island's paradise. But many will go and say, "Ayah, Penang, done it, been there." But what if I was to show you another side of Pulau Pinang that you've never seen? Let's start Kampung Kitchen. The latest Isuzu D-Max X Terrain. You don't need to be pushing your head out just to look for the blind spot. It has the blind spot monitoring system where when you want to cut or change lanes, right, after you signal, if it detects another car near to you, on your side mirrors, there will be an orange warning light that comes out to warn you, be careful of your blind spot. In Galugo, there's this place called the Astaka, which is a pretty famous breakfast spot. They've got lots of gerai or lots of little shops and stalls that sells different stuff. So we're gonna do breakfast right, Penang style, and eat up on all the stalls in the Astaka. Oh, look at that. The amount of different types of kueh. Oh my lord. Banyaknya ni kueh. Oh, kamu kedai kueh eh? Terima kasih. This is just starters, okay? Let's go. Oh, wait, got tosian, apam. Akak, one manis punya, satu lagi pedas punya. Yeah, thank you. I come back. I miss this. I want to have this. Taga, economy mi fan. Mi hoon goreng economy, which is literally plain mi hoon like that with nothing else on top. And you put sambal or you put chili. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm looking at all this food in front of me at this current moment, right? We've got 2 plates of apam, 2 ringgit. Economy mi fan, 2 ringgit. A packet of kueh, 2 ringgit. And another packet of kueh, 2 ringgit. This whole breakfast is only costing me 8 ringgit. Can you believe that? This one is the first thing that I'm gonna try. During my time, okay, this in school was a ringgit. And it's simple, and yet it's wholesome goodness. Okay, next up, it's apam. We've got chutney and we've got coconut. Oh wow, let's try the kakak's apam. Beautiful ka. Nothing on this table is disappointing me. This is how you should start the day. We're gonna eat up and then hopefully the weather clears up and we can continue to explore Penang. This part of Penang is Treasure Island for people who loves durian. Durians in Teluk Bahang and Balik Pulau is the best and it's season for us to have durian. Let's go. Sui sui oh yeah. I am in heaven, you know why? You got durian, you got jambu, you got petai, you got cempedak. Oh. We're gonna take our durian and sit one side, you know, and eat. There is this thing about Kampung Durian, right? There's no description about it. When it comes to durian kampung, I tell you that taste, that flavor, there's so much character in this durian. You need to come to Balik Pulau because Balik Pulau durian, that is durian kampung, cannot or would not make its way to KL. This is the secret of Balik Pulau. They don't send it out for other people to have. It's meant for you, treasure hunters, and the local people in Balik Pulau. Around Balik Pulau, there's a couple of beautiful murals, and the murals here depicts what the traditional people or the crafts that they used to do. And let's check out what treasures does this little town has for us. Those days, Balik Pulau was prominently very Malay and Chinese central, where people who lived here used to be farmers, but now a once quiet small town is starting flourishing because many tourists have started flooding Balik Pulau to find what was once memories of their Malaysia. In the olden days, it was a settlement and the old shops are like that, and there, during Merdeka time, that fountain in the middle that's now a roundabout was already here. Wow. This is why the British came all the way to Penang. It's because of the nutmeg. The British India Company and the East India Company used to take this as one of the things that they trade out. The hills in Penang, for example Bukit Bendera and all that, used to grow the nutmegs. And like this, used to be equivalent to gold in those days. The flower of the nutmeg used to be so expensive that even wars started because of this. This one is the fresh seed of the nutmeg. Oh, it comes like that. Fresh nutmeg. Fresh nutmeg is sour, and at the same time, it's kelat. If you're sleepy, my eyes bright. We're gonna try ipe nutmeg juice. Sour. When you're out in the hot sun, having a cold glass of nutmeg juice is heaven sent. You can only find this in Balik Pulau. Such an awesome day. In Malaysia, this is called ikat tepi. Having an ikat tepi underneath the shelter while we recompose ourselves in this hot day, and then we prepare to visit a pirate island. Being in this country, it can get pretty hot. With the Isuzu D-Max X Terrain, you don't need to worry. As the driver or the passenger, you can individually control your own aircon flow. Simple. Just press on the dual button and then you can control your own temperature, and your passenger sitting on the other side can also control their own temperature, giving you a comfortable drive. When you cross the bridge to Penang, you realize there's a couple of little islands around Penang besides the Kelong. One of the islands that we're visiting today used to be a pirate's hideout. It's called Penang, Aman, peaceful. But I wonder what treasures this pirate island holds. Aye, matey! Sudah sampai ya? Tak sampai 10 minit eh? Terima kasih bang. Terima kasih eh. This island that we're here on is called Pulau Aman. It's a little fishing village. The only few, I need to emphasize, few fishing villages left on Penang Island. Well, there's a thing that we need to look for in this pirate island. According to the locals, when the tide goes down, you can actually walk from Pulau Aman to the neighbouring island, which is Pulau Gedong. And yet, standing at this point, or this tip, that is the second bridge of Penang. Over that side, bridge number 1. That is Batu Kawan at Butterworth. Wow! No wonder this island is called Peaceful, or Pulau Aman. Sitting here, I can feel that nostalgia, plus at the same time, finding new places as Instagrammable worthy places in Pulau Pinang. It's only 8 ringgit back and forth. And you're about 5 minutes away from civilization. And you can just spend your day letting Pulau Aman rock you by peacefully. One of the treasures that you can find on Pulau Aman is sukun. In English, it's called breadfruit. The local people will actually take this, cut it into slices, right? Put a batter and deep fry it. Sometimes you can have that with a bit of sambal kicap or even just sugar. And it's a source of protein for a lot of local people. In fact, the oldest sukun tree in Malaysia is on this little small island. Oh wow, this is a curry leaf tree. Being in Penang, where there's got a lot of nasi kandar and curries, right? This tree plays a very important role. I wonder if there's anyone here. Assalamualaikum. Diorang saya mah. Waalaikum. Salah, waalaikum tu terima kasih. Namaste. Itu Hindi. Tak ada orang. Saya minta sikit daun kara pulai ni boleh? Sikit je, tak banyak pun. That smells of curry. Okay. I think curry, what I'm going to do, let's figure out what we're going to do with this curry leaves. So, people will come here to buy really good, fresh quality seafood. It's full moon season, so it's crab season. So we're going to buy a bit of crab. I roughly have an idea of what to cook. I've got kara pule and crab. Try and guess what I'm going to do. The Straits of Malacca is actually full of wonderful seafood. And in Penang, when you cross the bridge, you'll be able to see loads of kelong or fish cages, right? So, from Pulau Aman, you can grab one of these chartered boats and it's pretty much very cheap for you to go and visit these kelongs or look at what type of seafood and fishes does these cages have. I still can't believe it. This is Penang! Usually, these kelongs, or shall I say fish cages, right, will have different types of fishes. Normally, what happens is that people will harvest the fish and sell it to the big markets. But some of these places, you could actually come here and spend the whole day fishing. Some of the fish cages even opens up as a restaurant where you can come, pick your own fish, get them to cook it for you for a minimal price. Experience Penang in its most wonderful form. Welcome to the Pearl of the Orient. After spending the whole day in Penang and finding treasures of Pulau Aman, the recipe that I'm going to do is a tribute to my late father, which is crab in the most simplest yet yummiest soup, rasam. First up, when you want to do rasam, you would need to use tamarind. You need to burn. This is so that it brings out a bit more of that taste. After that, put this in a bowl and then pour water inside. This is the broth or the base of our rasam today. The next thing that you want to do, cut your tomatoes into smaller pieces. One whole tomato. And then now, use your hands. This is called air tangan. There's a certain flavoring, okay, that you can't find by using a blender. Put it by the side. Now you want to do the masala. A couple of cloves of garlic, kara pule leaf, black peppercorns, and at the same time, this. Ta-da! Mom, you're going to be so proud of me. Place the rasam spice in here. 2 tablespoons of that. Give it a bit of spice. And we pound. Done. Now we're going to combine and put it together. Heat up our stove. A bit of oil. Rasam doesn't use a lot of oil. Spice mix inside. Curry leaves in there. We put our dried chilies inside here. The heat is going. You can smell that all coming out. Next up, the masala. Make sure you need to tumis, or shall I say saute it, so that the smell, the aroma comes up. Next up, tamarind juice with the tomato. Cook this into that paste. Get that to a boil. Add in a bit, not too much, turmeric, just for color reasons. Now, while that boils, coriander. This is going to come in right after that whole thing boils, okay? A bit of salt and a bit of mushroom seasoning. Oh man, this smells of comfort. If you feel that your soup is not enough, don't worry. Just now from our tamarind juice, still can add a bit more of liquid. Don't put in the pips, just the juice. Once that boils in, finally, our Pulau Aman fatty crabs are gonna go in. You put your crab in, coriander in, let that cook for a while. Oh wow. This makes me... Anak siapa lah ni? On behalf of my father, I share with you his comfort food. Crab rasam on the peaceful island of Pulau Aman, Penang. Recalling my father's memories of Penang, where it was a small fishing village, where everything was very community-based, produce was fresh, produce was yummy. Well, I think I found it. Going through Pulau Aman, seeing how wonderful, quiet and peaceful that place was. Having breakfast at Astaka, that's all treasure. I'm feeling a bit sentimental today. This dish means so much to my family and my father. His comfort food, crab rasam. Penang is simple, yet there's so much memories and so much sweet moments that you can make from this. This is Penang. This is Malaysia.
Cuti Malaysia.
People from my era knows. Hello, is it me you're looking for? Okay, go Baki. Kuih apa sedap?
Adik suka pedas ke manis? Dia kena tanya manis tu sedap ke?
Saya tak nak nampak macam saya gelojoh sangat, kan? Dek bawa. Para I'm loving it. Wah. Spong, aku tengah buat link tadi, Spong.
Oh, itu. Biar kau bagi.
Terima kasih, Cik, datang. Namaste. Itu Hindi. Orang ni pandai-pandai aja. Orang tua dulu cakap, kena papai angkong, tapi tak boleh. Macam tu, kita minta Saya minta lah sikit je. Tak banyak pun. My mother would be proud of me. You know why? Because this is the thing that she would do. Hello from the other side. sekarang maksudnya waktu berbuka puasa dan kawasan-kawasan yang sewaktu dengannya. This is Penang! Masalah keluar Pulau Aman terus tidak aman. Apa jadi ni? Apa jadi? Kena balik Pulau Aman. Take your own boat. Your own Titanic. Wait. Oi! Cannot Titanic Later break halfway Use your hands. Don't give me that look. Some people go like,
Huh? Use your hand? What are you doing?
Baki chop ni asam jawa tamarind. Awak kata
I keep using turmeric. The turmeric, from the turmeric, of the turmeric. Hot turmeric, that your turmeric to the turmeric. Turmeric, the tomato and the turmeric, the charred turmeric. Turmeric. Add. You need to get your hands dirty, but make sure you wash your hands first before you get it dirty, right? You can go, Rajas, I want some Rasam spice lah, Rajas. And then he give you one packet like that, okay? Bukan masalah lah, spice mix. Cannot terkangkang like that, has to sit like this. This makes me... Anak siapa lah ni? Nalana sanam kabi kushi kabi gam.